Reacting to BJP leader Yumnam Khemchand Singh being elected as the legislative party leader in Manipur, Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President Keshav Meghachandra Singh said that the leadership change would have no impact on the upcoming elections. He alleged that the situation in the state remains extremely bad and accused both the BJP and the state and central government of failing to govern Manipur effectively. Reiterating Congress' stance, he said the party stands with the people, demands justice and remains committed to public welfare.
Because this is the appointment of new leader of the BJP, it is not related with the these elections and all, because changes of this leadership will not affect to other parties. And the question is that the accountability and the responsibility of the present administration in the state. And again, this you see, the present situation in the state is extremely bad, and this it will not disturb. It will not disturb in the coming elections and all. But for Congress party, you see, in the last 3 years, BJP fell everything that it created among the communities. So the people stand against the BJP, and we always stand for the people, and we always demand for the justice, and we always stand for the welfare of the people. That is why this, you see, the BJP government in the center and this, in the state also, the BJP has the majority, and they failed to govern the state. They failed everything, and they failed the law and order, and this violence continue for the last 3 years, and again the administration is not so much developed, and there is no better, development in terms of this economy and in terms of law and order. So we don't think that this BJP new government will bring good.
Manipur Congress MP Angomcha Bimola Kwaitam said that BJP has at least resolved its internal leadership issue by electing Yumnam Khemchand Singh as its legislative party leader. However, he accused BJP MLAs of infighting at the cost of the people who are facing an unprecedented crisis in Manipur. He expressed hope that the political uncertainty would end, but said any government formation would be a decision taken by Delhi, raising doubts about whether such a government would truly reflect the will of the people.
Well, I've heard from press some time back that they have elected Yumnam Khemchand as the new leader of their legislative party. So at least one stage they have resolved. They have been squabbling among themselves at the expense of the people of the state, who are going through a terrible and unprecedented tragedy in the history of Manipur. Despite that, I think at least finally, I hope that this drama of running to Delhi and going back to Imphal in the name of forming a government comes to an end. That's my first hope, that with this election of Mr. Khemchand, at least that should signal an end to that absurd behavior of running to Delhi while people are suffering. That must come to an end. That's a positive thing in one sense. Second, I hope that if and when the union government decides to install the government, it is, that this has never been the will of these MLAs to form the government. It is the Delhi's decisions. So to that extent, I'm a little skeptical about how far they will be able to represent the will of the people of the state as a popular government would demand. They have never been able to do it, and that's why the crisis has been the way it has been. So my expectation is now that if and when they install the government, they should be able to represent the will of the people of the state and do not become a scapegoat, a willing partner to the kind of game that the government of India has played with the lives of the people of the state for the last 2.5 years or more. They should be able to represent the will of the people, and that's one hope. Against all odds, that's my hope, that they should be able to represent the people of the state. And hopefully they should also be able to keep their house in order. I have insisted since the beginning of the crisis that their own MLAs from the Cookies or the Maitais or the, all of them are able to sit down together and is contesting demands. This Cookie MLAs of BJP demanding the destruction of the state by splitting the state, that should be able to be resolved among themselves. And finally, I hope that they should also be able to do the concrete steps to fix accountability for this tragedy, the administrative failure, the political failure, the role of the police, role of the armed forces, the magistrates, the SPs and police officers, the central security officers. Despite their presence, the fact that we have lost so much precious lives, and people have been rendered homeless, and so they should start with honesty and with transparent steps to fix accountability for the violence, and also take concrete steps to ensure that these internally displaced persons who have been thrown out of their homes are able to return to their home with dignity and able to settle back in their original homes. They should take concrete steps now. I think that much is what we can expect, and I'm just hoping, and I'm being honest with you when I say against all odds, given their character, I still have doubts and skepticism whether they would be able to represent the will of the people, truly represent the will of the people of the state, or whether they would be able to stand up for the people of the state against the diktats from Delhi, and whether they would be able to fix accountability for the violence and take steps to ensure that the IDPs are able to return to their homes. Despite my doubts and skepticism, I still desperately hope that if and when this new government comes, they are able to do it. And I'm sure that our oppositions, we will be able to cooperate with them if and when they want. They have never asked for cooperation. It's time for us to work together, whether it is BJP, Congress, or opposition or treasury bench. We should be able to work together to ensure that Manipur regained its dignity, its well-being, and we have a normal life as soon as possible. That's my hope and expectations from this news that you have told me.